Track wrestling here in Fresno, California, women's freestyle world team training camp with world team member Forrest Molinari. First world team appearance for you. You go from 5th in the open, or the world team trials a year ago, to making the team. What goes into going from 5th at your weight class in the United States to making the team a year later?
A lot of life changes, you know. I finally found the weight class that fits me good. 63 was a hard cut, but 65 is perfect. I've just grown a lot in the last year, not being in school. I'm able to focus solely on wrestling. I've just really started tuning in on some fine details, like just positioning, finishing shots, you know. Spots that I'm in a lot that just really needed some work, and I've taken a lot of time in those areas, and I think I'm really seeing it. Definitely, you know, making the world team, positioning, that's what that whole match was about. So I think that was a big key to winning, and I'm just really excited for the summer.
Has any of this surprised you? Did Final X surprise you in any way, shape, or form that you were able to win in the fashion that you did?
Honestly, no. No offense to Julie or anything, I just know that I had really put the work in. I was still, you know, salty about the Open and how that went. I wasn't mad so much that she won, more that I just didn't wrestle well. I didn't wrestle my style, so I was really putting the hours in, you know, really fine-tuning things and just getting hungry, you know. I wanted that win bad. I haven't even made a senior national team before this year, and I was able to make the world team, so that was really exciting. I'm excited to bring back a medal from Budapest and, you know, just represent my country.
You mentioned life changes. What kind of life changes did you make?
It's not anything too drastic. It just, when I was in school, I was going to school, had an overload course. I was working to pay my bills, and I was wrestling. It's just a lot on your plate, on top of college season and USA season. So to be able to be out of school and just focusing solely on wrestling was, you know, just no more undivided all my attention was going straight into wrestling. So I think that just really made a big difference in just having good partners and good training and really getting that next step up.
When you step away from last year and you evaluate where you are in your career, and like I mentioned, you're fifth on the ladder at that point, what kind of reflection goes into that? What kind of time did you take to kind of evaluate where you are and where you want to go?
You know, I'm always hungry. I love wrestling. Anyone that knows me knows that, and I'm always putting the work in. I think I just had to be patient. You know, I'm the youngest one on the team this year still. I still got a lot of growing to do. I think I got bright things in my future. You know, I'm still looking for a gold medal this year from both Senior Worlds and U23 Worlds, but I think I have a bright future ahead. Just, you know, keep going to work every day and enjoying the process. I think that's a big part of it for people who really go far in the sport. So, you know, you just got to enjoy it and have fun with it.
How'd you get your start in wrestling?
That's kind of a funny story. I was going into my freshman year of high school, and I wanted to play football, but I was like 95 pounds. I didn't realize I was so small for it. And so I told the athletic director, hey, I want to play football, and he just laughed at me because I was so tiny. And my mom said I could pick a different sport, and so I started wrestling just to try it, you know, for fun. I was already playing a couple other sports, and I ended up loving wrestling for whatever reason. I used to get beat up at practice all the time by the boys, but ended up sticking with it, you know, got a scholarship to school, and now I'm living the dream, wrestling every day.
What made you want to play football?
All my friends were guys, and they all played football, so I wanted to play football too, but didn't realize girls don't really play football in high school, so started wrestling. Ended up working out well for me.
At what point during this journey did you start thinking about making world teams, Olympic team, things like that?
I really didn't get on the USA circuit until after my senior year of high school. That was the first time I went to Body Bar, and I got third. Yeah, I got third that year, and it was the year after I got third, and I was mad about it. I was like, I could have made this team wrestling, like the match I lost, I shouldn't have lost. So after that, my first year at King, that summer, I made a junior world team, and after that I got the taste of it, and I was ready for it. And, they brought U23s back. I've made both those teams. I've been wrestling all the senior stuff since I first got to school at King. You know, JM took me to all the tournaments, and so just ever since I got one tournament in me, I wanted to make a team. I want to make an Olympic team. I'm going for the dream, you know, going for gold.
What was it about wrestling that hooked you in the beginning?
I think that it was just so different than other sports I had played. I had played baseball for 10 years. I had tried softball. I danced, I swam, I played water polo, threw for track, and it was just very different. There was so much to learn, so much new stuff. It was exciting. It was combat sport. I like the fight in it, and I'm a very fierce competitor in everything I do, so I think it's just something about the sport fit me really well, and I just started to grow into it a lot, and the friends, the memories I've got from high school, from college, just everything about it, it changed my life, and for the good too.
What are your interests outside wrestling? What are things that you do to kill time? And
I'm Italian, so I love to cook.
Yeah.
All about that. Back in high school, me and my friends go longboard downtown all the time. I used to skateboard. I used to ride BMX bikes. I like riding dirt bikes. I'm a little bit of a wild child. I love wakeboarding, just, hanging out downtime with my friends. Me and the girls from the Hawkeye Club love watching Vanderpump Rules, some crazy reality TV show. So, I'm all over the place. I like to stay busy. I don't like sitting around at home, I like to be active, be outside, so.
When you look at this training camp, you've got, I think, ladies in here from 8 different countries,
yeah.
maybe. What does that give you when you get a chance to get a little bit of a different feel here from women from all over the country, all over the world?
Yeah, Americans definitely have a different style than foreigners, and we're grinders and we're gonna go at it. But foreigners, they're a little funky. They like to do some different stuff, so it's great to not have to travel overseas for them to come here for our World Team Training Camp and get those different feels. And each country wrestles a little different, so if I need something, if I want to work on throws, I know there's a German girl that's really good at throwing, I can grab her, or there's a Japanese girl that's got great sweep singles. So just those different feels gives me a lot of different looks, a lot of partners, and it's just great to have it, in my home state here in California.